I don't want to keep you too long here.
Sweet.
And I might have this timed out perfectly, Sam. I don't know. We might go a little late.
Okay.
I'm super excited to talk to you though. So let me make sure. And thanks for doing this with us. So, all right, here we go. So I'm here talking with Sam Fender right now. Sam, where are you exactly?
I'm in a tree house.
It looks like it.
I'm in my tree house, plotting world domination.
That, you know what? And that's where they should be done, in tree houses. How many of us have done that a million times over?
Sit in the tree house, draw up the plans.
Right. I'll tell you, I'm sure as a kid, you probably had a lot of those moments, where you trying to figure things out, especially the way you grew up, because you got into music early, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Very early. My dad used to play social clubs, which is like a social club's like a working men's club back in the 70s. It's where everybody would go to drink. You'd have like a membership, and it's very working class old thing that used to happen. That doesn't really happen anymore. It still does, but not in the capacity that it used to.
Yeah. And I know he gave you a guitar when you were 8.
Yeah. I've got a little short scale PV electric guitar with a PV amplifier.
Nice.
And I used to just turn everything up to fucking
11.
Sorry, I shouldn't swear. I keep forgetting this is radio.
No, it's okay. Listen, we'll tell people Sam may drop an F-bomb or two, so just so they know.
Well, I'll try not to. Yeah, and it was great. It was just amazing. It was the first thing I was good at, you know.
Right, I hear you.
I wasn't good at sports. I wasn't very good at school. I think it's sort of the usual path of every guitarist on the planet.
Well, that's true, but like you just won the Brit Award for the best rock alt performance, right? Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
So my question to you would be this, because when you won the Critics' Choice Award before, you had it made into, and I don't know if this is true or not, Sam, so it's not, stop me. They said you had it made into a tap head.
It is true. It is true.
And you promised to do that with this one as well. Did you do it?
We're doing it again. Yeah, we're just trying to. We're just trying to figure out how to drill through this one, because this one's made of metal.
I got you. This one's a little harder, right?
This one was made of stone, so you could drill through it. But I just got to figure out how we're going to do it without completely destroying it. You know.
Right. No, I hear you. And honestly and truly, it's amazing. Congratulations. That you got the award, and the tavern that you actually put it in, there's a story behind it. You didn't just randomly pick a tavern. It's Lowlights Tavern, no. Right?
Yeah. The Lowlight. It's a 400-odd-year-old pub, which I worked in from being a teenager. I dropped out of sixth form and failed miserably, and then worked in a bar, and in that bar was where I was discovered by my manager.
Yeah.
He walked in. But I always worked there as I was a musician. Like, they always let me be flexible and go off and do shows and then come back and work through the week or whatever. So they were very supportive.
That's incredible, man.
And they kept me afloat and helped my mom pay my rent.
Exactly. And that's what, oh man, that is perfect. Thank you for bringing that up, because I was going to actually go, my next question is, 17 going under is kind of about you trying to help your mom, right? It's the title track for your new album. It's out now. People can get it wherever they get music now digitally. But yeah, it's about you trying to support your mom, right?
Yeah. It was a strange time, because she's worked all of her life as a nurse and never ever didn't work. And
right.
Then she got ill. She got fibromyalgia, which is a condition that people didn't really and probably still don't really understand. But back when I was 17, it was kind of even less talked about.
Right.
And subsequently from that got depression and various other struggles with our mental health. And the DWP, which is the Department of Work and Pensions, which are kind of like the government people who check if you're willing or if you're able to work. They basically kept sending her to court for tribunals.
Oh man, you're kidding me. God.
Kept making her having to prove whether she was unfit to work, which subsequently made her even more unfit and
fit to work, right? Adding insult to injury.
Yeah, and it just made her, it just added to our mental health problems. And they really screwed her over, you know. And I was 17 at the time.
Right.
I was old enough to kind of understand what was going on, but I wasn't old enough to be able to help her.
Right.
So it was just really frustrating because it was just me and her living in that house. We're living in a little flat. We had black mold all over the walls. We couldn't get it fixed.
Man.
And it was
that's where the inspiration for this came from.
Yeah,
those battles, right?
And that kind of inspired that time. It was like I couldn't really write about that stuff then because I was 17 and
correct.
Don't know what you were like at 17, but I was dumb.
I was in radio, believe it or not. Dumb in radio.
Dumb in radio.
Struggling to get through school.
I was dumb with a guitar who couldn't get through school, and but yeah, it's so obviously once I got in my 20s and stuff, I had a bit more time to understand it, and then subsequently, this is where the record came from. It was because over lockdown, I was like everybody else was stuck at home. Sure. I was going to come out to America and do it, but we ended up doing it at home, and I'm actually kind of blessed and happy that happened because I ended up writing a really personal record about home, which I'm really proud of. So
something positive came from a negative.
Yeah,
which
of course.
It's not easy to do in life. Sometimes it's a tough thing. And you're going on tour in the UK, right? With the Killers. Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow. Are you coming to the States at all?
So I am coming to America, but I think I'm doing 2 tours at some point.
All right, fantastic. Well, good. I can't wait to see you. I hope you come soon to the Gulf Coast or close. And if you don't, you let us know. We'll get you like some Uber money, whatever you need to get here. I'll pick you up,
Thanks very much. I appreciate it.
In my van, whatever, we'll pick you up. I'll have candy for you. It'll be great. You'll love it. It's good stuff. Now, look, I know I don't have you for too much longer here, right? Because we're on a time thing. So one of my favorite things to do is true or false with the artists that we get to interview, because there's so much stuff put out about you guys that I'm sure you read and go, I know that is not. Are you ready? So here we go. True or false? Look at it. Sam's like loosening it up. He's loosening it up. All right. So you learned to sing. True or false? You learned to sing at age 14 by listening to Jeff Buckley's Grace album that your brother gave you.
Kind of true. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It gave me the confidence to open my mouth because Jeff Buckley's got quite a high voice.
He does. Yes.
I have quite a high voice I'm 6'1", but I sing like I'm 5'7".
I gotcha. Well, that Jeff Buckley's near and dear to us. We lost one of our own to cancer a year ago, and Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley was one of her favorite songs. So when I read that, I was like, oh man, that's a great connection to you guys. That is great stuff. Okay. When you were 16, you entered a talent contest judged by Matty Healy of the 1975, and you won.
That's true.
Really? You beat everybody?
It's true. That's true.
That is awesome. Okay. All right. Next true or false question. You were inspired to write Spice on your first EP after you saw the Spice Girls perform.
That's not true.
That's not true. Okay. I didn't think so based on the lyrics. So,
that is not true, no.
All right, good.
That's about a drug epidemic in my hometown.
That's what I thought. Yeah. I was like, the lyrics don't match up to that at all. Okay. Yeah. So now this one ties into current events too. You wrote Hypersonic Missiles, hugely successful show here on ZEW in the States too, when you actually heard about a Russian missile that traveled 9 times the speed of sound.
Yes.
Okay.
Faster than that. I did write it about a missile. It is about hypersonic missiles.
Wow. And with everything going on right now in the Ukraine.
Yeah, well, it's
topical.
It's kind of, it's relevant. It's relevant, but I don't really want it to be relevant, but it is.
I know. It really, yeah, but it's a fantastic song. We get requests for it all the time here. You once worked at a call center. You were a waiter at 2 different restaurants at the same time. You bartended and acted in 2 TV shows too.
Yep, did all of that. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Where did you find time to do all that?
Yeah, I got sacked a lot.
I bet you did.
I got fired. I just used to get fired all the time. So that's why it's good to know I kept them.
Right. Hey, don't feel too bad. It happened to me too, right about that same time, man. I couldn't hold a job to save my life. We'll do 2 more and then I'll let you go. Cause again, I don't want to be, stingy and take up all of your time. Sam, this has been fantastic, man. So Elton John invited you to come to an after Oscars party. And then you and he got on stage and sang "We Will Talk."
Yes, we did. We got up and did a whole set. And he called me up and he's like, all right. He's like, will you play my Oscars after party? And I was just like,
Let me think about that.
I was like, can I be honest with you, Elton? I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? I was like, are you sure? Because it seems like a pretty big deal. And he's like, yeah, he's like, the Killers did it last year. You'll be great. I was just like, that's not me.
No pressure. No pressure. It's a cake.
I'm terrified now. And but obviously we said, yeah, we went and did it, and it was amazing. And I mean, I was sat on a table, right?
Yeah.
With my manager, who's over there, by the way.
Yeah.
And we were sat on the table, like, and it was like next to Sharon Stone.
Oh my gosh.
Like Donatella Versace, didn't Angelina Jolie? Angelina Jolie. We were I was like, what am I doing here?
Yeah,
like,
you're like, why am I here? Yeah. That's awesome. All right, one more. After you won the Critics' Choice Award, you went and partied with Madonna at London's Americlub.
No, I didn't do that.
Okay. All right, so that was a false
Did
one.
I do that? No, I didn't. I didn't do that.
All right, last one. This will be the last one for sure. If fans play FIFA 2019 or 2022, they will hear your song on the soundtrack. One of your songs. The soccer games.
2022, yes, they will, and 19, yes.
Well, look at that.
I'm in 2019 and 2022, yeah.
Man, I tell you what, this has been fantastic. Your talents are incredible. You play the harmonica, the organ, the bass, the mandolin, the glockenspiel. Did you not have time for saxophone? What happened? Did you just run out of time?
I don't know if I've got the lungs for it.
Sam, this has been incredible. The name of the album and the title track that we're playing right now on ZEW is 17 Going Under. Cannot wait to see you when you tour the States, and you got to make sure you come to the Gulf Coast.
I can't wait, man. I would love to see you. Thank you very much.
All right. Let me know if you need some money, man. We'll get you here.
Yeah, we're always needing that. Thank you, dude.
Thanks, Sam. Hey, before you go, can you give us a liner?
Yeah, go on.
Just say, this is Sam Fender, and you're listening to 92 ZEW.
92 ZEW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, this is Sam Fender, and you're listening to 90. Start again. Hello, this is Sam Fender, and you're listening to 92 ZEW.
Beautiful. Good luck with your next one, and we will see you soon.
Nice Grateful Dead tea, by the way.
Thank you. Love them. Thanks, Sam.
Take care, dude.
All right.
Hey, Sam, just a heads up. You have a 15-minute break between the next round of interviews.
Oh, you mean I could have kept going? Look, I got more questions. Wait, look.
I'm sorry.
You know what? That's fine. No, it's great. Take a break. I know how these things go. I've seen them.
I think I'd rather just go straight into it.
Okay, I'll shoot an email to the next person or get onto that Zoom and check if they're on there. But if not, I'll just let them know that we can just roll right into it.
Yeah. You know, it's the story of my life. Bigger name on the other line. That's how it goes.
Sorry.
It's probably Graham Norton, probably waiting to talk to him.
You're fine. You're fine. Okay, thank you guys.
Right, bye guys.